Everywhere is just quiet right now in Lagos State and all over Nigeria. Very Dark Man just stirred national conversation by spotlighting the glaring marginalization of what Southeast and South-South region of Nigeria right now. Their marginalization. He just stirred this afternoon in a passionate video he just made. He questioned why critical infrastructure such as seaports and functional international airports are only concentrated in Lagos, while other regions are neglected. Why other regions are neglected? Of course, we know that Very Dark Man have been going with serious passion, speaking for the downtrodden, speaking for many people, speaking up against bad treatment of others by so-called elites. This man has gained popularity on social media, speaking against bad government, bad leadership, many things else in Nigeria. He was once at Auchi, who spoke against Dangote and his truck, maiming innocent citizens all over nations, and the government have kept quiet. Even till today, government of Nigeria have never said anything about that Dangote trucks. No single statement from the government. No single statement, no press release about what they have imposed on Dangote. Nobody have said anything about it. So this very young man said how the absence of seaports in states like Anambra State and some other places like Enugu limits business opportunities and raises the cost of goods and services across Nigeria. Why can't they make the international airports functional in Enugu State, Anambra State, and some other states, since they know that most of southeastern regionals, that is businessmen in the southeast, they based on importation of goods and services. These are the people developing China's, the people developing China, doing all sorts of things. So according to him, decentralization should be done so that to foster development and reduce congestion in Lagos State and allow other regions to thrive economically. Why are they only concentrating in Lagos? This is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu has been saying. He asked why successive governments have failed to recognize this imbalance, causing them of focusing more on borrowing and embezzlement than meaningful development. He didn't hold back when he linked this systematic neglect to this long-standing agitation of Biafra. That is why they have been agitating about Biafra. That is why Biafra agitation came up. He argued that if Nigerian government cannot develop all regions equally, then it calls for Biafra's independence and allow them to go. He stressed that the southeast consistently shows its entrepreneurship strength, but it's been crippled by lack of infrastructure. It has been crippled by lack of infrastructure. He said many things. This man said how a nation can claim unity when development is one-sided and excluded. That some states are excluded from development. He criticized the political leaders for being more interested in self-enrichment and building for their selfish families rather than balanced economy. Very Dark Man showed this in a very frustrating video, showing Nigerians, especially youth from marginalized states. He pointed out that international business would thrive in the East if basic infrastructures like airports and seaports exist. And it would reduce dependence on Lagos and decongest trade routes, benefiting the entire country. This is what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying for years. So he called on federal government to stop treating development as a privilege and instead see it as a right for all regions. He also argued the people to stop normalizing underdevelopment and instead demand what is due for them. then constitutionally, he said people should what? Advocate for what is right. That even the Southeastern House of Rep members and senators are not doing the right thing. They just went to the house to keep quiet and just working only for their family. This very dark man's statements this afternoon have just sparked reactions, many reactions, with praises in whose bold words criticizing government, inciting division. The core of his message remains clear that Nigeria needs balanced development, not selective progress. This is what Nnamdi Kanu has been fighting. And he said, if this is done, why should Nnamdi Kanu raise to fight for what? For his people, or ask for what? Independence. That they have been doing this for many years. Lopsided development, concentrating only on Lagos. Why? Does it mean that other seaports cannot develop, cannot strive in other states? Does it mean that international airports cannot work in other states? How many Lagosians import goods, if not Southeast and South region? This man really surprised many people this afternoon. So his comments have reignited serious debates about federalism, equity, and Biafra was question. As 2027 draws closer, voices like VERYDARKMAN may shape public discourse and political awareness across Nigeria. Because this man is just voice of the voiceless. He said many things about this. Voice of the voiceless. He said many things about Biafra. Why are they keeping Biafra? Why can't they allow Biafra to go if they are not ready to develop that very region? If they are not ready to do what they're supposed to do at the region? And some other regions in Nigeria that are suffering. That many regions in Nigeria are suffering. And they are only there concentrating only on Lagos. Is Lagos the only state in Nigeria? Why so much concentration there? All the oil companies, their offices are concentrated in Lagos. Why? This is what he said. Look at his voice here. Lagos is actually holding Nigeria down. Why must everything come from Lagos? Imagine if goods arrives in Warri ports and serve the neighboring places like Anambra. Things will be cheap and other places can develop like Lagos. Imagine international flights. Every other airport where they for Nigeria, they just call them international airports, but they are abandoned. Anybody suppose don't get major international flights, international entertainment, big companies like Lagos. My Biafra people, why una no fight for this? Say make them leave Lagos and distribute everything to every other states. No wonder Lagos states get revenue more than every other states. Lagos is making the whole country, and this is the truth. Making the whole country. VERYDARKMAN said. This guy is really speaking up. Speaking what House of Rep members, senators supposed to speak, but nobody is speaking that. They all kept quiet. Had it been that we have voices like this very man, our government would do everything with fear. But others are just puppets, making governments, collecting money to speak against his own people. Like Reno Omokri, Femi Fani-Kayode, and others. They are just double-edged knife. They don't care. They just bring money. Let me support you. That is what they do. And government keep on sponsoring them, giving them money to silence the good voices that we're supposed to hear. And this is why they are not afraid. But I think people have actually started waking up, speaking up, even in other countries. Look at what happened in Nepal. So people should start speaking up. Why are they concentrating in Lagos? Why is Lagos getting more allocation revenue than others? Because of that concentration. Because of Tinubu and others. Why are they doing it like that? It is not right. They said it. This very young man is just bold enough. He doesn't fear anyone. He speaks the way it is. And this is right. This is right. Many people said he will be attacked. Let's see how he will be attacked. We are following this case up and seeing everything he's posting right now. So if you have never subscribed, kindly subscribe so that you get more updates on what he's saying and many other things that are rising. Because this 2027 election will be here. It will be heavy. It will be hard. It will be against Nigerians and poverty. Yes, because many people are tired of this very leadership. They are not doing anything. Only for their own selfish interest. But many youths are tired and they are coming up. Kindly subscribe to this very channel and get more updates, because many things are coming. Many things are coming, and this is the verified place you get the updates you need. You need to know about this very country and other things, even the news within and outside Nigeria. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.